Anyway, that you wrote this book, it was published last year, I think. And since then, events have moved on. Have you been surprised at the way the events have developed in any way, or did you sort of think that it's actually quite a natural progression given the level of debt, the reluctance to cut spending, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, it's well, there has been a second edition in June, so I updated it a little bit. But yeah, if you read the book, you aren't surprised at what happened.
No.
No, you are not surprised, because you know the incentives, what the incentives of politicians, the history behind it. So it doesn't come for a surprise, with a big surprise what is happening.
One thing that I think is behind this, which I don't think any of the politicians really foresaw, was that the knock-on effect of the financial crisis of 2007-2008 was that it accelerated the deficits in all governments around the world, and there just haven't been enough savings to meet government borrowing requirements in aggregate. There's some countries have been able to print their way out of problems, such as America and the United Kingdom, but the ones that haven't been able to do it are these weak euro states. How is that going to be resolved, do you think? Is there any resolution, or have they just got to cut their public spending very, very hard and get that back, firstly into balance, and then into a position where it can definitely be financed? Is there any other alternative?
Yeah, this is the first. I give in the book 3 scenarios for the future. This is the first one, that governments actually reduce the deficits, privatize public assets, reduce the deficits, reduce government spending, and they, for some part, they do it. They go in this direction, but it doesn't look that it is enough or can be enough, because the resistance by the population that gets rid of its privileges that were financed through this redistribution of the tragedy of the commons is really high. So we see that in Greece there are problems, in Italy, in Spain we will see the market is already discounting that there will be harsh reforms after the elections next Saturday or Sunday. So we will see if then there will be strong resistance in the population by labor unions, and if there can be measures drastic enough to reduce the deficits. And as you said, the deficits were already high before the financial crisis, especially because we have this effect of the welfare state that were already unsustainable from the beginning, and we have this population that gets ever older, and we have this unaccounted liabilities in the future. So we were on the way to collapse, but the financial crisis, of course,
it sort of brought it forward in a sense.
Brought it forward
Yeah.
very much. No? We have also to consider that during the bubble, in the years before, there were huge government increase in government revenues. For example, in Spain, they increased government spending almost as fast as the revenues, and this all break away suddenly. So now they have the problem to adjust this. So this is the first scenario, where the second is that the euro disintegrates, because, for example, Germany says, no, we don't want to support all the parties in the Mediterranean countries anymore. Sustain the standard of living there, so we get out. Or there's a revolution in Greece, and Greece leaves the euro. That's also possible. Then the euro disintegrates, and the third possibility to solve the problem is to print the way out of it, as you said, like the US or UK did. And then we might have inflation, high inflation.